Good afternoon, anti-novelists, Lilligans, friends, curious onlookers. Everyone is welcome in the library. So I am set up again today at the stand-up desk where I have just sat down. I've been standing for about the last 2 hours. Quite honestly, it works really well. I'm kind of shocked at how well it works, but I'm loving it, so I'm sticking with it. So let's talk progress. Today, I hit the ground running. I ended up with 1,181 words. The chapter that I'm working on still is the writing process. So what I've done is I've gone through some of the key types of writing with you, what different drafting looks like, and what the components of writing could lead to in terms of the initial draft and outline if you are an outliner. So I talk about the keyword outline, the phrase or the thought outline, first sentences and chapter titles. I also include quotes, as well as quotes from fictional material that you've made up, bonus points if you do that, scene by scene outlines, full sentence outlines that are or are not annotated, in short form or paragraph outlines. And then I've gone just briefly into the metrics of writing, because as I'm walking you through the different ways that you can get those early drafts done and start to leave yourself a trail to follow from the beginning of the story to the end, I want you to have some ideas of what metrics you can use, things like maybe the Pomodoro method, like timed writing sprints. There's a lot of different ways that you can use to get yourself into that story and get the work done. So that is what is largely making up this little section that I've just finished. So let's see, it's about 3 o'clock here on the ranch. I've got at least another hour of writing time left before I need to get the stew out of the crock pot and start working on dinner. But I'm excited about this. I think this breaks it down into a nicely digestible format and helps walk you through what that process looks like, so that we can then dive into what I wrote yesterday, which is the Quester format, and talk about how to actually pick apart and get those ideas and thoughts onto the page into a way that makes sense for you. So that is where we are today. Overall word count today, 10/27, I am at 40,544 words. And that's really exciting for me because those are what I call good words. Those aren't notes, partial drafts, bits of sentences. That has all of the fluff stripped out. And those are also words that have resulted from 2 very deeply cutting editorial passes. So I feel really good about where the book is sitting right now because it's actual finished draft work, as opposed to what it was even, say, a month ago, which was a lot of notes and research pieces and bits just kind of stuffed in as placeholders, but not really drafted out or in any finished form. So I'm feeling great about that. Let's see. So yeah, that is where I am. I'm still under part 3, Foundations of Fiction, and going through everything that makes up the writing process, things that get you on track and help you understand how to collect the raw material of story. And then obviously now I'm working on the writing process, which if this goes well, then I will begin on the research-driven writing subsection. I'm not calling these chapters because these are actually sections of the chapter on the basics of writing, the writing process. So that is where I am. I'm going to take 2 more writing sprints, and then I'll spend a little time just rereading over what I've written today in case I want to do any additional polishing. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we're getting there, slow but sure. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Be a turtle, not a rabbit. So I'm turtling my way, and I hope to finish this section by the end of tomorrow so that I can then say that this chapter is done, which would be awesome. So, as always, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you popping in and checking out what's happening on this fine Sunday afternoon. It's beautiful, but I've got the curtains drawn because it's so bright and sunny. After about 2 o'clock, it's so bright, like you can see the light on the desk. I can't work with the curtains open because it's just blaring sun and I can't see anything. So with that, I think I will leave you here. That takes care of our word count check-in and our chapter check-in. So I am going to get back at it because I've got good momentum. I've got my cards lined out for I know what I want to cover. So I'm going to keep on rolling. As always, thank you. I will keep working and I will see you all tomorrow.